If your dog is lost, one of the best things you can do for him if you ever want to see him again is to not call the police. We have an upsetting update on the video going viral where a Sturgeon, Missouri cop decided it would be a good idea to take out his gun, shoot twice, and kill a blind, deaf, and harmless 13-pound Shih Tzu mix. This is Teddy. This is Officer Myron Woodson. Woodson is alive. Teddy is not. But Teddy isn't dead because he was being a bad animal. He's dead because he encountered a bad cop. What some would call and have called a psychopathic, uncaring cop. Let's get up to speed with the story.
Was my dog a threat to you or anyone else?
Nick Hunter, Teddy's owner, shared this video showing him confronting the Sturgeon police officer who shot his dog.
I see a dog that is walking around blindly. I don't know the dog is blind.
In the video, the officer claims the dog appeared to be sick.
So you're putting it out of misery.
What else am I supposed to do? We don't have a freaking animal.
The officer apologized to Hunter.
I don't enjoy shooting dogs.
The only problem is that not many people seem to be believing Myron Woodson. Many believe, and with good reason, that Sturgeon, Missouri, with a population of around 900, would be much better off and much safer without Woodson walking around with a gun and qualified immunity. If you look at the original unedited body cam footage, from the time Woodson directly encountered Teddy, making a half-hearted effort to capture him, until he pulled the trigger the first time, no more than 3 minutes and 15 seconds had elapsed. 6 seconds later, Woodson fired a second shot. Now, the excuse Officer Woodson used was that he thought Teddy had a medical issue and implied that he may have been hit by a car. There appears to be absolutely no indication of that in the video. I'll leave the link in the description so you can watch it for yourself. Woodson says he felt like he had to do it.
I'm sorry I had to do it.
As in, he was left with no other choice. I mean, what else could he do, right?
I'm not saying you're a bad owner. You don't see me writing a citation for a dog at large, do you? I'm not. It's a situation, buddy. I'm with you.
Show of authority.
What authority? I went and spoke to a dog. I thought I had a medical issue.
I live by rules and regulations.
How was I supposed to know the dog to get hit by a car?
I lived by rules of engagement for 12 years.
How did I know the dog to get hit by a car?
The proper way.
How did I know the dog to get hit by a car? I'm not saying you was a bad dog owner. I'm saying I have information, I have it on hand. That's all I'm saying. And I'm sorry it happened to you. I'm sorry I had to do it.
But many Sturgeon residents have taken to social media to say they're scared.
Angry, sick. I couldn't, oh my God, I couldn't handle it. My dogs are my life. There was one comment that a lady, she's terrified for her kids to be playing outside because if he discharged that firearm, what if he didn't hit it and it ricocheted and it hit a child? Is it going to be, oh, I'm sorry? Like, no, it's not okay. It's just not.
Regina Adams Miller says she often saw the blind and deaf Shih Tzu in the neighborhood.
We have all seen that little dog. His name is Teddy. We've all seen him running around town, and he's not rabid at all.
The person who called Boone County Joint Communications, who wants to remain anonymous, wrote to the city saying the dog was not a threat. Adams Miller says Hunter is heartbroken.
When I talked to him last night, he's barely able to speak. He's crying, he's in tears, he's shaking and nervous.
A petition is now circulating asking for the officer's removal from service.
The petition, which had a couple thousand signatures just a few days ago to address Officer Woodson's animal cruelty, is now closing in on 35,000 signatures as of the recording of this video. And there are 3 new updates on this page. Update: as of today, May 25th, 2024, the mayor of Sturgeon, Missouri has resigned. You're making a difference. Update number 2, we're gaining a lot of ground, including interviews with 2 local news stations as well as 1 national. And then the last update, Officer Woodson has also resigned. We aren't done yet. After the shooting, the city of Sturgeon posted a lie in addressing this crime, saying, On May 19, 2024, the Sturgeon Police Department received a call out for an injured animal at large. An officer with SPD arrived and located the animal. The SPD officer immediately noticed the dog was behaving strangely and displayed signs of possible injuries and or what the officer perceived to be rabid behavior. The SPD officer also noticed the animal did not have a collar or tags. The SPD officer made numerous attempts to capture the dog using a catch pole. Based on the behavior exhibited by the dog, believing the dog to be severely injured or infected with rabies, and as the officer feared being bitten and being infected with rabies, the SPD officer felt that his only option was to put the animal down. Watch this video that I have linked in the description, and you tell me if what they said there was true or a lie. They say it was learned later that the animal's behavior was because the animal was blind. Unfortunately, the animal's lack of a collar or tags influenced the SPD officer's decision to put the animal down due to his belief that the animal was injured, sick, and abandoned. I'll tell you what's sick and should be abandoned, but I think you already know. 3 days ago, they posted an update saying the city has reviewed the dispatch report and body camera footage regarding the recent dog at large incident. The city believes that the officer acted within his authority based on the information available to him at the time to protect against possible injury to citizens from what appeared to be an injured, sick, and abandoned dog. Well, of course he acted within his authority. That's one of the reasons people are so alarmed. The dispatch indicated that the person calling in did not want to be contacted and had reported that the dog, though not in her view dangerous, was injured, maybe blind, and had mud and dried blood in its fur. The dog's strange behavior, not seen in the video, appeared consistent with the dispatch report of an injured or possibly sick dog. In order to better equip officers for future animal at large callouts, the city will be sending all officers to Boone County Animal Control for training and education in hopes that this unfortunate situation does not occur again. Yesterday, the city posted another update saying the city of Sturgeon received a notice from Kevin Abramson that he has resigned his position as mayor and resigned from the city council effective immediately. And 17 hours ago, the new mayor pro tem wrote on their Facebook page, "On Friday evening, I was informed that the mayor would be resigning and I would be assuming his role. The board of aldermen and myself do not agree with former mayor's statements and were not given any notice before release. The first time any alderman saw the body cam video was during the KMIZ news release. Like you, we were just as appalled by what we saw. The actions of the officer involved are not the values and beliefs of the residents of Sturgeon or the board of aldermen. Currently, I have made calls to the Boone County Sheriff to meet and discuss an investigation. The officer involved was placed on leave and will remain on leave until further notice. The Board of Aldermen will be holding a future special meeting to discuss personnel, including Officer Woodson. I personally give my condolences to the owners of Teddy. I know nothing I do now or in the future will bring Teddy back. The Board of Aldermen and myself are committed to helping the city of Sturgeon heal." And that came from Seth Truesdell. It also turns out that Woodson has a civil rights lawsuit against him for possible abuse of an inmate who was incarcerated at Northeast Correctional Center back in 2017. I'll leave all the links below if you want to weigh in on the issue and do some research of your own. Leave your thoughts about this for the world in the comments section below. A lot of people are saying that Woodson should lose his pension, his property, and he should be in jail. What do you think? I'll see you in the next video.